Bye. Let's quickly make sure that the other window doesn't have my voice coming out of it. Keep telling it not to, but it keeps on doing it. At least I know that I'm working. Where were we? Knock needs fur for the cheese cloth thing. Inza's working on the fishing thing. We do have access to the next trial. I think last time I think we gave Monkey the final thing that he wanted for his challenge, which was the fermented fish. So let's get that done as the first thing. That should, theoretically, give us access to the next metal. But since we've got so many crops, let's make sure they're dealt with first. It would probably be worth it, if I ever actually put in the thought beforehand, would be to do the stuff regarding the totem stuff and the mining on days when it's just really wet. No, we haven't given the fermented fish the monkey yet, because we just picked it up out of the box. So let's just do the morning tappies and then get on piggy. I can't believe just how much stamina just watering the fields is using up right now. It's a shame that to get irrigation we need smelting, spindle, and like double the, almost, actually no, triple the amount of contribution we currently have. So until then, until we start maybe upgrading the bucket somehow with one of the metals, we are going to just have to live with the fact that for some time we're going to end up starting the day with very little in terms of doing the stamina. But this time around we do have food. We bought a bunch of smoothies, so we should be good. Monkey, I bought you your final thing. Go to accept the offering. Are you ready to start the challenge? Yes. Join me by showing what rhythm moves you. Use my power to leap across platforms. Raise and lower the marked paths by playing the instrument with a matching symbol. When one raises, another one lowers. Good luck, my friend. Yeah, currently we cannot get to this one down here because it is lowered. That we play the instrument. And we move across. But we haven't got green instrument yet, so we can't do that one. We can't do the top of that because that also needs the green. Thought so. You can just jump off. The red one's lowered down there as well now, so we can't get back across there. We have to go via the green. Green should now be up so we can actually get across. Unfortunately, this is one of those puzzles that's just like, why? Why must you be like this? Right, that also needs blue. We can get up to the top one. Or we can go across to this side one. Can't get down there. Can't go back up that way. Good. One of these directions. Not this one. Hmm. Ooh. Get up here now. Yeah, it's one of those kind of challenges that isn't that challenging. You just have to keep using the thing that you can, and eventually you'll get to the end. I think this top one was a green, so hello monkey, we've made it. Monkey liked our groove. Take great leaps and dance to your own rhythm, little star. You may use my powers from now on. Great, because that should now unlock some more cave areas. Anything worthwhile up here? Or is this just to say hello to the Glip? Ooh! A gift from Glip. Or Glip. Yeah, it is Glip. Because altogether they're Gliptodon. But whilst we're here, grab the gems, we might as well. I don't want all the gems though. I mean, I do want all the gems. Don't get me wrong, I want all of the gems, but I also need to save up stamina. So there's one next to beach. And there's also Stomp Your Feet we had. That was why we didn't get the one last... get the stuff sorted last time with Monkey. Is we were trying to get the Stomp Your Feet thing done. Yeah, now and use the power of Monkey to jump across. We've got plenty of time left. We might as well fill the stamina bar right the way back up. Not seeing any of the new war stuff yet. I would have thought that would have started spawning now. Still just seeing obsidian. Oh, we can't go through this one yet. As much as... Oh wait, no, these ones are copper. Okay. They looked a little bit too much like some of the gemstone ones. Thinking right, we're probably going to need probably 20 to 30 to do the first upgrade. The upgrade, which is going to be something along the lines of just give the stuff to the crafter until they say yes, we can use this to upgrade. We probably do have enough for the starting bit, but we will have to come back for multiple trips, at least at this rate. As some of the next Ks want to give us quite a few to work with. Get some more amethyst as well. This is another of the... Yeah, this is another of the damn light challenges. This one seems like it's going to be a bit of a pain. Especially since he's not even giving us the bonus of getting some copper rocks in here to get copper at the same time as we're doing this puzzle. Oh, we cannot have used up almost all of our food-related things. Can't escape through. Oh, okay, this is the other side of Stomp Your Feet. Okay. I thought this section here looked a bit familiar. Oh, and we passed out. Hey, Ezzy. I did the drinky drink for you. Didn't even need to spend your points. And we don't have to water any of the crops. Woohoo! Oh, you're still doing it. Oh, how could you? Okay, well, we do a stretch. Which I do need to do because my back's been sore today and so is my shoulder. No idea why. And of course, the wrist is still mildly sore from the experience with Sheepa. And saying it that way sounds really disgusting and lewd. But it was just Power Wash Simulator. And you'd be surprised how much it hurts wiggling your hand from side to side. Ooh, you find the most interesting rocks. I do, because I'm the only one that goes in the cave. Feels cold when you hold it, but it keeps the heat long after with my hands. If I had the right materials, I'm sure I can discover their secrets. Oh my god, we're not even... need like 70,000. So we can't even upgrade that. We've got the stuff, we can't do anything about it yet. We need like 12,000 prosperity. So I guess that means we're going to have to go talk to Inza for a start and get the... Inza has finished working on the thing. Oh no, she's not here today. That's just not fair. That is simply not fair. So I guess all we really can do is just clean the farm for a day. I do not want to go on a massive fishing spree without the benefit of the stuff we get from Inza. She makes it quicker to fish, which means we can get more fish faster. Also want to make sure we have the stuff to make a bunch of smokers. Since smokers give us the best bang for our buck when it comes to processing fish, I think. Although saying that, I didn't actually look at the stuff that we could. We could. Before we actually gave that fermented fish to Monkey. We could have had a look to see what that gave us, but we didn't. The amount of wood we're collecting, we should be able to at least get a couple of... I think it's 10 or possibly 20 wood to make a smoker. Also, yeah, you won points, but I don't know if I set the points up to do anything yet. I just wanted the city people on the screen. Right, so smoker, we need 20 and some plant fiber. Really serious that we used up all of the tomato smoothies in the mine last time we went through. Didn't feel like we did. I mean, that'll at least net us 3 more. Okay, we need 12,000. Which theoretically we can do. But what I'll do first, as a test, or not, I'm gonna have to eat this first. I just want enough stamina to get at least a couple of fish. Preferably 2 porcupines. And have them of the same type. Look at that. Now we put one of them on the smoker. Because we know between the smoker and the dryer, the smoker is just better. And we also put one in the fermenter. Because the smokers and the fermenters both take 20 wood to make. it would be really silly if we put in all the effort to make make the smokers, if it turns out that the fermenter gives us the better option stuff and gives us the most out of it. Granted, the smoker can do 4 fish at once, whereas the fermenter can only do 1. If it like turns out to be double, then it's worth just like having the extra fermenters. The guns are about the best. Unless I go and find the person that's got like massive muscles and go, ha 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 ha, they have guns. Because, you know, muscles. Right, next thing we should be getting soon is... Oh, actually, I remember that the reason why we have 2,000 points is we were saving the contribution for something special. Who is the person who does these things? In the other house. Is it you? No. You sell just food related. This is going to let us start doing cooking. I can't discuss the idea with you yet. Who in the... Just going to have to look at this, aren't we? Let's go outside so we can access the map. Right, people. Jizu. Is down in the other tent. I think Jizu's the one we're after. We've saved up the 2,000 required. Oh, you're kidding. It's 2,500. I thought I'd saved up enough. Oh, well. The kitty hat. We're not going to, though. I mean, I can decide. I know exactly what I want to buy from you, Jizu. I just need 500, well, 400. More specifically, 380. Extra contribution. And that will unlock the third line of thingy inventory. That's the word I was after. Come on. Come on. Come on. And that's the difference as well. The fermented porcupine takes a lot longer than smoking it. So it would be an investment in time more than if we spend like an entire day getting as much fish as we can, dump it all into fermenters, go to sleep, wake up, fermenters should be ready to go, take all the stuff out, dump in, and good to go. Because theoretically, if they can give us like 100 each, bearing in mind that the smoked one gives 39. The dried one, I think, makes it like 28 or something. So, depending on what this gives us, we can work out roughly how much benefit it will be. And we can obviously focus on getting the better fish. Worth more, therefore, will increase in value more when we process them. But just doing it with the porcupine for now will give us sort of a rough ratio of what the difference will be. Like if the smoked one is 40 and the fermented one comes out to be 80, we know that it's basically double. And so like, there's nothing stopping us then from, like, you know, from the fishing trip, all the most valuable fish go into the fermenters, everything else onto the onto the smokers or the dryers. And then a few days of fishing. And that should quite easily grind out quite a lot of the contribution points we need. Milk. What about a day to get some more fur off you? I'm in no rush for the cheesecloth bit, because nothing is being held behind. Check. The cask is being held behind cheese making, but the cask needs like 228,000 contribution, which is like almost 5 times what we currently have. We ain't gonna be there for a while. I don't need to worry about making cheese straight away. Can turn into the milk into butter, because butter was pretty good in terms of contribution amount, if I remember right. I think it was at least 100. 135 each, so that's 250 right there. Peridot and the beryl can go in. Amethyst can go in. Ooh. Ooh, that gives us extra ore yield. So one obsidian is for 12. So that obsidian there is going to be another 300. 69 rocks. No, I'm not going to do the meme. Right, 6 hours left on that. Just go to bed. There was 38 contribution. On the fish. Right side, we've got enough for the belt now. Wow, wow. Right, and what does us? 57. So it is better. Technically. By about 50%. But it takes a lot longer to make. Ninja's not turning up today either. I guess we are just going to have to start doing the fishing and... all that can be turned to oil. So we'll do that for a start. Because that's probably 60 or so. Maybe. Sadly, they're not like good quality beans or anything. Which would get more. I don't think we're going to get that until we have more plant knowledge. And we just haven't grown sesame enough. Let's move you over. 20 a piece. It's not bad. I've got another 160. Do need to water the plants. As much as I want to go straight to the fishing, these things need watering. At least until we get to the point where we can use irrigation, which is a long way away. We triple what we currently have in terms of contribution, as well as 2 other techs. One of which techs is held behind the next type of metal, which is tin. Yeah, it take us a while to get to irrigation, but when we get there, it'll be lovely. We can make some really nice looking farm. Wow. Nice compared to the size of the fields we have. There we go. Used up most of the stamina. There we go. Want the hand axe because we don't have the spear yet. Then we play the waiting game. A bit sad, I'm probably going to end up missing Sheepa's stream later on. He's not streaming it because he's saving his brain power for in about 2.5 hours time, 3 hours time when Starfield appears. At least for those who pre-ordered it early enough. And Sheep, if you haven't been in his Discord, is extremely hyped to see what Starfield's actually like after all this time. Because he's been there since like it was first announced. And so I really, really hope it lives up to what he expects. Because it sucks when you like wait for a game for so long and it ends up like disappointing you. So I really hope that Bethesda have been able to like for once make a game that isn't buggy on release. Well, isn't as buggy on release, let's put it that way. It's Bethesda, there's gonna be bugs. That's like one of the universal truths of the world. You know, everyone dies, everyone has to pay tax. And Bethesda release buggy games. But hopefully the bugs that are there are funny and not game breaking. That's the important part. Yeah, since he's planning on playing it quite late, I'm going to be asleep. Because I cannot be awake at 1 AM. My brain just will not allow that. Not anymore. Well, I say not anymore. Even as a teenager and a sort of early 20s, I could not stay up that late, and unless it was like a very rare occasion. But I'm old now. So sadly, my brain shuts off early. And I don't mind that it does that. After decades, I'm still not using an alarm anymore. Ever since April this year, something happened. I don't know what the hell it was. I think it was just I got the time off near birthday for those 2 birthday weeks. And I was like, fuck it. I don't need to wake up at like 7 in the morning to get ready for work. I'm just gonna wake up whenever my brain lets me wake up. Yeah, the first time I open my eyes in the morning and go, yeah, I feel awake enough, I will get out of bed. And so I did that for the first day. Woke up about 8 o'clock. Fine. I don't mind. Even if that was a work day, I still got an hour to get ready. And I work from home. Not a problem. Did it another day. Woke up a little bit earlier. but also noticed that I went to sleep a little bit earlier, just because I felt tired. Third day, like, oh, this is weird. I'm still waking up like quite early for no real reason. And obviously it kept up for the 2 weeks. And at the end of the 2 weeks, I was like, even without the alarm clock, I'm like waking up at 7 in the morning. Like between 7 and half 7, I just wake up and and just get out of bed. And I don't need to have, you know, an alarm blaring at me to get up. And so it's been what? 4 months of that? And whilst it's wonderful just not having to worry about getting up in the morning and having a horrible alarm, it does come with that negative part of my brain is now in the habit of, when it is tired, it doesn't care what I'm doing. As evidenced by several of the streams we've had over the past couple of weeks. It's like, you're tired now. It's time we start shutting the brain down. And so no matter what I'm doing, it just starts doing it. Which I'm sure is at some point going to come back and bite me. Yeah, maybe at some point I'll get to the sort of point where I can actually, you know, do streaming as an almost full-time thing. And, you know, make a full living out of it. And I was like, oh, I want to do a long stream and stay up late, and then 12 o'clock hits and it's like, nope, sorry, you don't get to do 24-hour streams, you're going to sleep now. Whether you like it or not. I foresee that definitely being a thing that happens. Yeah, sadly, because of that, it means I'm not going to get to be there for Sheepy Stream. I mean, technically I'll be there, because before I go to sleep, I'll set up a tab that is his Twitch stream, so as soon as he goes live, I'm there. I just won't actually be there. Let's have a look what we've got. So the Gyarados makes 42 base. Just double the Porcupine, so put the Porcupine on Dryer. Somebody on that Smoker. one in the fermenter, and everything else on that smoker. And then we go to bed. Ooh. Powder meal powder. Have you tried making powder meal in the composter? No, I haven't. I know I can, but I haven't done it yet. You still got like a couple of hours left. Oh no, I still got almost a full day left to work on. See the sunflowers, I think that lets us unlock bees. Bees means free honey. Tomato. Tomato. Bees be bees. Be cozy at home. Yay. And we've also got some more sesame. Who do we talk to about the bees? Damn, all the way up there. So. Then again, the sunflowers are from the savannah, so if anyone's going to know about keeping bees because of it, it'd be her. Clear up the poop. Shave the boar. Then head up to talk to Zeta about the oh wait. She's gonna want wood, isn't she? But what kind? Hardwood? Maybe. Don't think she's going to want anything like plant fiber or anything, but let's take some just in case. She's probably going to want at least like 3 sunflowers. Yeah, she probably is actually going to want wood to build the apiaries out of. It's the fancy word for beehive. AP means bee, because that is their scientific name. And it's spelt apis. A-P-I-S. This has been Bee Fact. Eggplant seeds. World are you building here? I just realised I started walking without grabbing the piggy. It should be somewhere up here. Oh, there that. Take that. Apparently no I won't. I'll just eat strawberry. Building a home for animals is such a great idea. I wonder if we could do something similar with a much smaller creature. You see, my people use a lot of beeswax and honey, but gathering it's a challenge. Okay, we didn't need that much wood. And we've got just enough sunflower. These supplies are perfect. I'll go study the bees. And talk to Vala, see if she can help me build something. This is where we get to see how realistic the bee bits are. Because early beekeeping did not have the kind of beehives we have today, where they're like fancy like planks of wood all tied together and are reusable. You know, as the ones we have, you know, modern ones. There's usually like 3 layers and a lid, and each of the layers has like frames in that we can take out, check, inspect for bugs that shouldn't be there, and when the time comes, extract the honey out of. Old beehives were essentially, imagine an upside down basket. They'd literally start weaving a rope, and then they would turn the rope into the basket shape. So they'd start off with like a really thin coil and then slowly build it up until it was like the typical beehive shape you think of in cartoons, which is like a lumpy yellow thing. What that essentially was just like an upside down basket that had a smaller hole near the bottom where bees could get in. You catch some bees in there from the wild, you turn it upside down, and then you leave it. And they will build their hive inside that basket. And then when the time comes, you just kill the fucking bees. And just take everything out of it. That was pretty much how they used to do it before they realised, you know, we can do this, you know, a bit nicer. So yeah, either they would sort of smoke out the bees and just take the entire hive away and shake the bees out and just leave the bees to their own devices, or they would just kill the bees. So I suppose early on, bees could probably be seen as a decent protein source as well as the honey. But yeah, when this is finished, we'll get to see whether or not they've kept that. I think that there's like a specific name for them, and in my head I have the term cloche, but I know that's also the name of the thing, like the silver lid that goes over fancy food is a cloche. So I don't know if it's just to do with the name of the shape. Possible? I don't know. But let's see. Send the porcupine and that. And that. Fermented Gyarados you give us. 125 for fermented Gyarados. That's not bad. But we do get 84 from just smoking it. And in the same time as we've got one fermented one, we've got 7 smoked ones. So, is that really worth it? Don't know if I'd count that as worth it. Because I'd need like 8 fermenters. And that would get us, let's see, if there's a difference between the fermented and the smoked of. What, 40? Is that 16? $36, $42 difference. With the other 7 is it would come to close to like an extra like 280 contribution for the same amount of food, which is actually not insignificant. It's just the effort of like making all the fermenters and then just waiting. I forgot we had these other trees growing over here. Oh, this game's so relaxing. Which, honestly, is probably one of the reasons why I keep falling asleep when playing it. Much the same problem I have when I play Power Washer on my own. It's that relaxing and my brain just says, oh, okay, we're not needed, we'll just be gone. Let's go to sleep. Okay, the smoked gyrodus definitely gave us the best bang for the buck. But if we, let's say, if we do have all of the fermenters running, ooh, Ron has thought about brewing. He has learned that we have understood the ways of fermenting. Now, wish to truly booze. Since finding water around here is pretty easy, I've been adding fruit and herbs to the water, like Ada does with her teas. I let one sit for a long time and it started to have a strong but quite nice burn to its taste. I think if we had a way to make these drinks more consistent, we could have something really delicious. Any juice, hardwood and plant fibre. Well, I think we've got... Yeah, we've got enough tomato to make juice. So let's give him the crappy stuff though. Start with boiled tomatoes for a start. Here, ferment these into a Bloody Mary. Oh my god, we're 1,500 off this one. We are getting to a point now where our contribution is lacking sorely. So whilst we technically have the resources to do the quest, the village is not yet good enough. The two of these trees makes a fermenter. Not these trees, these make hardwood. But that's enough to do 2 more fermenters. I think what I'll do is I'll go for 4 fermenters in total. At least for now. Because having 4 of them will basically be the same as having a smoker, because you fit 4 of them on a smoker. Are you a rock? You are a rock. Curse the That's all this stuff. I just want a clean field. Yeah, I caught my brain before it went on a weird spree there. I'm also trying to keep an eye on my diet to see if it's my diet that's affecting me getting so sleepy in the middle of a stream. Like, as I've mentioned before, I am not healthy at all. I was already not that healthy, and then the pandemic hit and things got worse. And so for all I know, over the course of these years, I've like gained diabetes or something. And just insulin resistance diabetes, type 2, just from being fat. And the reason I'm getting so sleepy is because a couple of hours beforehand I'm eating something, and then by the time I start to stream or I'm halfway through a stream, my blood sugar crashes or something. Who knows? I am not a doctor. And unfortunately, because of how unhealthy I am, I can't get to a doctor to double check these things yet. So all I can do is, keep trying to get healthier, which is going well. I mean, my legs are not happy about this. My legs are very much not happy about the process of me getting them stronger again. But my legs can shut up. Is you outside? No, she's not. Maybe she's in here. Maybe she's not. Sort out my legs. I have been doing the couch to 5k thing, just using an exercise bike instead of running, because obviously, again, being overweight and trying to run is painful. Don't try it, you'll mess your knees up. Go with low impact. Yeah, I think I'm on halfway through week 5, which is the furthest I've ever got through the whole program, because I've got to the point where you have to start paying to get the rest of the app. Because I am a nerd and I am using an app that has a story involved about zombies. No, the story's okay. It's not amazing. It's very generic zombie. But it's helping. And I have started it and quit a few times. But each time I restart, I force myself to restart it on a higher tension of the exercise bike. And so I started this year barely being able to move the exercise bike on the lowest tension without my body just having an absolute fit over the exertion. Whereas now, I'm doing 50 minutes on the maximum tension, which is not something I would have guessed I'd be able to do at the start of the year. Inza has made this. She made a spear. Now we can both fish without bending over. I don't have to hear Javi tell me about how let the young do it. Yeah, now we have a just a harpoon to stab fish with. I mean, we can still do the old way of fishing. But we'll have to double check. And let's just eat one of the... Eat one of these. And let's go and see if it... what kind of an effect it has on the actual fishing. So it's basically the exact same fishing. Okay, yeah, it's the exact same fishing, but what it's done is it's lowered the difficulty down another notch. So last time we went fishing, the Gyarados were like 4 bars to wear down. This now it's only 3. If you would please give me a... Okay, are they still on? Is 2 the lowest that they go? Yeah, 2 must be the lowest that these go in terms of sort of like how to describe them. Are they like stamina pips or like patience pips or something? Make sure we let our animals know that we love them. Let's ferment you. Let's give all the seashells to contribution because we're never going to need them. Although we could make the powder meal. So I do feel like that's probably best made from bones. Yeah, let's do a sleep, and then I think I'm going to call it a little bit early because my brain is starting to do its shutdown early. Because I didn't sleep that well last night. God, still got so much to grind. Right, Reese wants to make the art center, which is good. Only problem is the art station needs 67,000, so we can't actually do that yet. Yeah, what I might do off stream then is similar to what I did the other day with the obsidian, which will just be me spending a couple of in-game days off stream, going and collecting stuff. But wildflower, yeah, we don't have any wildflowers, so you know, You have to wait on that. Another citronella here. Yeah, I think that might be the best way of doing it off, is doing some of it off stream, because like I said, a lot of it, what we have at the moment is grind. Mainly contribution grind. Which, I don't know, it could end up being really tedious for people to watch. Because it is essentially going to be me either going to the mines, gathering a bunch of copper, and then a bunch of gems at the same time. Or it's going to be me farming constantly. Bigger belt. We have gained the bigger belt. It says I've got the bigger belt. Yes, I have. There we go. It's just because there's, I think it's there's nothing. Yeah, it's because there's nothing technically down there right now. Yeah, there we go. I was concerned for a moment that the 3 was greyed out. I think we'll call it there. We've got the bigger belt. We can hold more stuff, which is going to be great when it comes to, you know, going in the mine, getting all those nice shiny gems out. Because they're going to take up at least a whole row. If we get the full set of different ones spawning in. We've got loads of copper to get hold of. Not least of which is the stuff that we need to actually unlock copper to be used in the first place. Yeah, I think we'll call it there. Tomorrow is a day off. At least normally. I might stream during the day. Will I actually stream during the day? I don't know. We'll have to see how I feel. I know that today during the day I've been feeling a little bit off colour, so I'm glad I didn't start streaming earlier. So I have to see how I am tomorrow. Right, let's see. Who is online? Wait, Chubb's already offline? Damn, Chubb was not on for long today, were they? Double check and refresh the page. No, no one on. Okay, well, before the next set of ads start, I'm going to call it there then. So no raid because there's no one else on at this time of night. That's closing down. So yeah, like I say, tomorrow is a day off. So there might be a stream during the day if I am doing like art stuff and I want some way of focusing myself, and that way if I'm on stream I'm more likely to focus and do the thing rather than just sit there and procrastinate like I do when I'm at home normally, or play other games like I have done today. But yeah, if there isn't a stream tomorrow, the next one will be Saturday. Maybe some kind of factory game. I do want to do a restart of Tectonica. It's had a quality of life update with a bunch of things added in. A bunch of recipes tweaked and tech trees reworked and stuff. So that would be nice to do. And I mean, it would be nice to have Sheepa there as well. Because Sheepa has Tectonica as well. And we haven't had a factory game in like a week. But I am also aware Starfield exists, or will in about an hour and a half. So I have a feeling the weekend streams for Sheepa are gonna be playing Starfield. And I can't blame him after he's waited for so long. But yeah, we'll call it there. Thank you everyone for watching. And I'll see you next time, either tomorrow or Saturday.